If you feel spiritually tired, this message is for you. There's a kind of tiredness that sleep doesn't fix. You're still praying, but it feels heavy. You still believe, but it feels quieter than it used to. You still show up, but inside, something feels worn down. If that sounds like you, this message is for you. Spiritual tiredness doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been carrying more than you were meant to carry alone. Spiritual fatigue is real and often invisible. Spiritual exhaustion rarely announces itself loudly. It shows up subtly. You feel less motivated to pray, emotionally numb during worship, guilty for feeling distant from God, tired of being strong. And the hardest part? You may still look faithful on the outside while quietly struggling on the inside. Even Elijah, one of God's greatest prophets, reached a breaking point. In 1 Kings 19, after powerful victories, Elijah collapsed under a tree and said, "Lord, I have had enough." God didn't rebuke him. God rested him. You are not spiritually failing. You are depleted. Many believers confuse burnout with backsliding. But spiritual tiredness is not rebellion. It's overextension. You've been pouring into others, fighting battles in prayer, trusting God through unanswered questions, holding faith during long seasons of waiting. Eventually, even strong faith needs renewal. Isaiah 40, verse 29, says God gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Notice, he doesn't shame the weary. He restores them. When faith feels quiet, God is still near. One of the most painful parts of spiritual fatigue is feeling distant from God. You may think, I don't feel him like before. My prayers feel empty. Did I do something wrong? But silence does not mean absence. Psalm 46 verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." Sometimes God grows quiet not because he's withdrawn, but because he's inviting you to rest, not strive. Faith is not measured by emotion. God is just as close in the quiet as he is in the fire. Why God allows seasons of spiritual tiredness. This truth isn't talked about often, but it's important. God sometimes allows spiritual fatigue to reveal unhealthy patterns of overserving, a faith built on performance instead of relationship, a need for deeper trust, not more effort. Jesus himself told the disciples in Mark 6, verse 31, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest." Even ministry needs rest. Even faith needs breathing room. What to do when you feel spiritually tired one? Stop forcing spiritual intensity. You don't need louder prayers or longer fasts right now. You need honest presence. Tell God exactly how you feel, even if it's messy. Psalm 62, verse 8 says, to pour out your heart before him. 2, rest without guilt. Rest is not laziness. It's obedience. God created rest before he created work. If you're exhausted, rest is spiritual warfare against burnout. 3, simplify your faith again. Return to the basics. A short prayer, 1 verse, quiet worship, stillness. Faith doesn't grow only in intensity. It grows in consistency. 4, let God carry what you can't. You were never meant to carry every burden, fix every problem, or fight every battle alone. Matthew 11, verse 28 says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Not more instructions. Rest. God is not disappointed in you. This needs to be said clearly. God is not upset with you for feeling tired. He is not disappointed that you're worn down. He is not waiting for you to do better. He is inviting you to lay your head on his chest again. Spiritual tiredness does not disqualify you. It often means you're closer to renewal than you realize. This is a season, not a sentence. You won't always feel this way. What feels like emptiness, now maybe God making room for something deeper. What feels like weakness, maybe the soil where strength is about to grow. Galatians 6 verse 9 reminds us not to grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. And you are not giving up. You are still here, still seeking, still reading this. That matters. If your faith feels tired today, don't quit. Rest. Don't withdraw. Lean in gently. Don't condemn yourself. Let God restore you. The same God who called you is the God who sustains you. And He's not finished with you yet. If this message spoke to your heart, please like this content so it reaches others who may be quietly struggling too. Share it with someone who needs encouragement right now. And subscribe to receive more faith-building messages, prayers, and encouragement to strengthen your walk with God. You're not alone, and there's more strength ahead.